This is how I finished the Carlos Beltran Live Series collection. No money spent with 5 million stubs to spare. Can you believe it? We got Mr. Beltran about a week ago. Thought I'd show him off. Thought I'd go through the explanation and the best current stub methods, of course, so you can have Beltran on your team. Or if you don't want Beltran on your team, there's other amazing things you can be doing with stubs late in the year, which is why I have 5 million left over. Smart, strategic, the best stub advice on YouTube, the best gameplay advice on YouTube. Beltran is here. Gil Hodges is here. Some other bum is here. Roger Clemens is here. Listen, the Live Series collection might just be worth it this year. I'll reserve the right for judgment for one day until I sit down and sweat my butt off playing Weekend Classic. Then we'll see just how good Mr. Beltran is. We are 17-1 in Weekend Classic on the year. So if we lose a game, we know it's Beltran's fault. Simple as that. How did I get Carlos Beltran? Well, obviously you have to get every single Live Series card collected. Let's start things off from the beginning of time. You start the game off, you do one thing. You do the Conquest hidden rewards. Basically, you start off, you open up a bunch of these Conquest free packs. You know, if you haven't done this, and listen, this is people that already have done this, like the USA one that dropped day one, they added new maps. So I would go on Showzone and I would check, you know, are there any free packs? Because I know even me, I'm leaving some chicken on the bone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that I can, oh, bam, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Lightning map, right there. 3 seconds. I just got one standard pack. That's the equivalent of 1,500 stubs. So you rack up a bunch of packs doing that. The second method that's always been working well this year that I actually haven't done too much of, I did a little bit of it during the first month or two of the game, was Diamond Quest. So Diamond Quest is always a good method, taking a look like Sonny Gray, Ryan Ludwig. I don't really know what the prices are right now, but when I was doing Diamond Quest, it was around 35,000 stubs an hour doing the bunting method. Now, I actually wasn't bunting my way through it. I was decent enough to, you know, win 85% of the time when swinging. Now, I would have some bunters at the top of the lineup. I'd have 3 guys up there. I'd have Brian Roberts, Alan Trammell, and then I'd start hitting my way and stealing my way to a victory with some sacrifice hits after you steal a third base. You guys can try that method out as well, because now Diamond Quest is around 55,000 stubs per hour. So if I needed stubs right now, the first thing I would do is check my Conquest hidden packs. I would do that. Second thing I would do is Diamond Quest. I would see if I am good enough to win on GOAT, and I would rinse and repeat that for about 50,000 guaranteed stubs per hour. Now there's one final most important thing that I would do is Team Affinity Color Storm. The Team Affinity Color Storm program is very, very worth it. It takes you about 30 minutes to finish one Color Storm, maybe even less. It takes you about 10 minutes. It takes you 10 minutes to finish one Color Storm, right? You strike out the batters, blah, blah, get this crap. Pretty dang easy, especially if it's double PXP. And then once you get, actually, it's not 10 minutes, I lied. It's about 30 minutes, I was right. It takes you about 30 minutes to get that Color Storm done. Then you head to My Journey. Why is the Color Storm even relevant? Because when you go to the My Journey stuff, PXP missions, you get 150,000 Team Affinity points. So you're telling me that in 30 minutes, you can have 150,000 points in this bar. Stubs along the way, packs along the way, big packs along the way, more stubs, and of course, very good cards. Now we're going to have a video coming out about, you know, how to prepare for this All-Star Game content and all of that stuff, because there's some big stuff that we need to be aware of. You know, we're going to have some high overall cards coming out soon. But really, like, that's how I got Beltran, was doing those 3 methods the first month of the season. How did I really get him? It's main method numero uno. It's investing. You know, you take the roster of investments to the bank and you say, show me my check. Take, for instance, Cal Raleigh. Cal Raleigh was a gold. I believe he was an 83 overall in the membership. Which, if you're not a Discord member, it's free. Go join that right now. We're almost at 10K. If you're not a YouTube member, you're also throwing. We got 2K people in there that love it. Mr. Cal Raleigh, big dumper. We told everybody to buy him around 1,200 stubs, right? I'm pretty sure he was an 83, but we told you to buy him at 1,200. You can see now that Cal Raleigh is 8,550 stubs. He went from an 83 overall to an 89 because he's now the MVP frontrunner, in my opinion, in the AL. He has 33 home runs, and he ain't slowing down. Josh Hader. Josh Hader was bought in at an 81 overall. I bought in on. So I bought 500 Josh Haders when he was an 81 overall. Cost me 300,000 stubs, right? Now he's an 88. I actually sold them all when he was an 88. So an 88 quick sells for 5,500. So my 300,000 stub investment turned into almost 2 million stub profit just on one card alone. So roster update investing really is what helped me kind of take this all to the bank and make Beltran achievable. Looking at what the future looks like and how I have 5 million stubs, I still have I purposely waited to get this Carlos Beltran because I know one thing. As the game progresses, first off, we aren't even at 99 overalls right now. Like anybody that's buying, Slam Tana, that Bryce Harper card that's 94, all those guys, like Tariq Skubal, you're scamming yourself by doing those collections, in my opinion. I'm waiting for the 99s when we get to that part of the year. The power creep, I've been having fun with the Team Affinity cards, and I've been taking names and kicking butt in online. So I've had no issues. But like Trey Turner, 96 overall, like I'm waiting for the 99s to drop when guys are actually considered endgame. Like this Trey Turner, parallel 5, sure, maybe he's endgame. There's going to be better. I know there's going to be better. So I'm waiting for that, and that's why I have all my stubs saved up. I'm not going to grind a single second, not a single program, the rest of the year. Because I'm going to be able to buy whatever the heck I want. I'm going to be able to gem my way through whatever collections I want. That's why I like waiting, because it takes stubs to make stubs. Let's say you can probably double or triple your stubs every roster update. That's kind of what I've been doing, although it's about like 1.5x, so like maybe double, close to double, I guess. But when you have 5 million stubs extra after getting Beltran, I'm going to turn that 5 million into 10 million. That's what we're aiming to do in roster update number 4. Some of the guys to do it, we'll go check out my most recent roster update video. But there are a lot of guys that have been looking pretty solid. Eugenio Suarez, Chapman, Nico Herner's been hitting for power as of late. Kind of interesting. Pages, we were in on Pages from the very beginning. We got Trumpet Man, Edwin Diaz. You can see I have 500 of him. Now, I wouldn't be buying Edwin Diaz because he's only barely +1. Pavetta has potential. Olsen has potential. The GOAT, Otto Lopez. He will be. Listen, he will be. So we actually, you know what? There's another update. Did I get Scott Rowland? I don't think I got Scott Rowland yet, right? So I have all these leftover stubs, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's things that are worth gemming. Ted Williams is somebody that is worth gemming. He actually is. I should have finished that guy instead of Beltran. What the hell was I thinking, right? So all of these stubs left over, like, I got to save up for the pack openings. I got to save up so I never, do any programs ever again. I got to bring Ted home. He said he wants to be here. So that's how I finished Live Series Collection, and that's how you guys can make tons and tons of stubs in Mr. 25 as well. So, subscribe, and let me know, have you finished Live Series Collection yourself? Thanks for watching, boys. Peace.